everybody, as you can tell from the title, I'm going to be talking about books that I'm going to read, or I think maybe you guys would like to read next month for LGBTQ plus month. If not, maybe later in the year. Some books I already mentioned in the TBR that I just did for one of the readathons I'm going to be participating in next month. A couple of them that I'm going to be participating in another one as well next month, and I think I don't know if I have them all here that I'm going to show you today, or if some of them might still be in that pile. So yeah, but these are just the ones that I haven't mentioned anywhere yet. So let's get started. This is one of the ones that could be in the video that I'm going to be doing, because I can't decide which one to use for that prompt. So I might not decide until I might show both of these during that during when I'm showing the TBR for that readathon. It's called the Whatever readathon, I think it's called, the one that I haven't put up yet, and the one that I just put up is called the Olympics Games or something like that. And like I said, both of these take place the whole month of June. So you'll learn more about the other one, like I said, when I filmed the video. But I thought this would be fun. So the first one I have, and like I said, that could be on that, is The Gravity of Us by Phil Stampler. All I know is about, like, space, like the parent, one of the characters' dad and one of the characters, and the other character's mom, I believe, both are going to go up to space or something. And I guess they're, I don't know if it's against the rules or something, if they can't, like, have a relationship. I don't know. I'm not really sure exactly everything, but I just know that they're going to start liking each other, the two guys, I should say. And I know, Bethany from Beautiful Bookish Bethany, she loved this book. So yeah, so I'm super excited to see how I'm going to feel about it. This one is definitely going to be in that prompt that I'm doing. That readathon that I'm doing. This is Heartstopper Volume 2 by Alice Oseman. And it's just like a romance between these two. I think one is out and one's not sure really. I'm not sure if he's not exactly sure, or if he's just not out about his sexuality. I'm talking about, of course. But just the first one was really cute. I really liked the first one. I think I gave it 4 stars. So I'm super excited to see how I'm going to feel about this one and how many stars I'm going to give it. But everybody seems to love that series, so hopefully I will as well. Just trying to move some of this stuff out of the way. I need to clear off my thing here because it's a mess. So I don't have no room to put the books as I'm talking to you guys. The next one is a very popular book, and it's oldie, but I've never read it. But I know Kevin from The Irish Reader loves this book, and it's Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Abatelli, something like that. I've never watched, of course, the movie either, but there is a movie. I can't remember if there's a show as well. I'm not sure, but I know there's definitely a movie. So yeah, and I just know, like, the one boy is being threatened by somebody, and so he's being blackmailed because not only could his secret be out about, I think it's like not even his secret, but also somebody else that he's like corresponding with named Blue. It could, like, that person could be, whoever Blue is can be exposed as well because of this blackmailer. Sounds interesting. There's another one that I'm debating about reading during the that readathon that I haven't talked about yet, and that's Cool for the Summer by Delilah Adler. I think that's how you say it. and she's finally got the guy of her that she's always wanted to finally notice her. And then this girl comes back into the picture, and she's like, I guess they had a thing going, but she's like not what you call anymore, or she's not, I don't know the word, but she's, I guess, not interested, or she just isn't out or something, I don't know. But basically it's, her having to choose between these two. I know I'm butchering it, but the tagline is the guy of her dreams, or the girl in her heart. I don't really read a lot of I read a lot of like where they're bisexual or where they're gay, but I don't really read a lot where they're queer. So yeah. So I'm interested, very, very interested how I'm gonna like this. Even though, of course, like I said, she's bi. So I have read a couple that are bi, but usually the girl that's bi usually gets with the guy. So I'm kind of hoping this one, it'll be different and she'll get with the girl. So we'll see. Another one that's an oldie. Well, not super old, but it's older. And it's another one that by Becky Albertelli, but it's also by Adam Severa. And that is What If It's Us? I guess the one boy, he just broke up with somebody and he's taking the stuff. He's packing the stuff up to send to him or something, I'm not sure. And he meets someone else at the post office, I guess. And they keep, like, I guess they, like, kept missing each other or something. And then they finally, like, catch up or, get together or something. I'm not really sure. Or trying to get together. So they're trying to figure out if it's, real or not. Or if they really want a relationship, I guess. I'm just guessing because, like I said, I don't know too much about it. But I know the next one in that one comes out sometime this year. Then we got The Extraordinaries by T.J. Klune. All I know about this is that the one guy is in love with the superhero. And I believe the one guy, his dad's a cop. And I don't know what else happens. But this would also work for that one that I'm thinking of. That one that I had these other ones that I'm debating about. So I don't know which one I'm going to use. So like I said, I might be like not choosing that one and just giving you guys some idea of what I might be reading for that prompt. Basically what I'm showing you besides Heartstoppers Volume 2 might be, not all these, I'm talking about the other ones that I mentioned that I might pick for that prompt. Sorry, that lamp. The next one is The Fascinators by Andrew Elapoulos? Palos? I'm not sure. I don't know too much about this. I just know, I think the one, it has like telekinesis, or he has some kind of power, and he's friends with some other ones that are like, that have powers, and he has to, and then the one, I believe, the one guy that he thinks he might like, does something, and yeah, he does something, and now I guess the people are after him or after the group. I'm not really sure. I'm probably totally butchering it, but if I read it, you guys will know more then. But it just looks like it's going to be really good. Then we got Can't Take That Away by Stephen Salvatore. I'm not really sure about this one. It says it's a charming, inspiring story about being true to who you are. It says a perfect balance of queer joy and resistance. This power ballad of a story will leave you changed for good. An honest, joyful, sparkling story of love, friendship, and the unique pride that comes with being yourself in the face of adversary. Carrie deserves a standing ovation. And, yeah. I don't want to go too much into this, but it says, to take center stage, they'll have to shatter the binary. I'll just read to you what it says at the end. I know it has something to do with like a play or something that they want to be, want to be in. And,
Night, Mom.
Night. Yeah, because he wants to be the Wicked Witch of the West in a school musical. And they have to defend their rights to be able to be the part, to be able to take that part. This is right here. But some people in Carrie's high school might not be accepting of just anyone playing I don't know how you say this name. With decisions, both personal and political, hanging in the balance up to Carrie, Chris, who might be wanting to be in a relationship with, and their friends to defend their rights, and they refuse to be silenced. Told in alternative chapters with identifying pronouns, debut author Stephen Salvatore, Can't Take That Away, conducts a powerful, uplifting anthem, a swoony romance, and an affirmation of self-identity that will unite the activists in us all. Sounds like it's going to be a real, like, fighting for your rights, and, you know, just, like, really powerful. And it sounds like it's going to be fun with the musical aspect, like the play part. And I'm rooting for Carrie. So I'm definitely excited about that. Here's one of the female relationship books that I have. This is The Stars and the Blackness Between Them. I think in this one, the one girl gets caught with another girl, and the mother sends her somewhere and to a friend's or something, and then she meets this other girl, and this other girl hasn't been feeling well and stuff, and I guess she's really sick, and it's like their love story and stuff. But it sounds like at first she's trying to help her, and then when they find out she's sick, it's the other girl having to try to help her, take care of her. Sounds like it's going to be very sad. I know my friend, Erica, loved this book. This is, they're the ones that introduced me to this book, talked about it. Because I was like, I don't have a very many books that I can get into that are female-female relationships. And Erica was like, this is a good one. So I'm excited to see how I'm going to feel about it. Then we got Yesterday is History by Cusco Jackson. This one, I know he has to get like a lung or something, some kind of transplant. Liver. I always think lung for some reason, but it's liver. He gets a liver transplant, and I guess the one that gives him a liver transplant, that dies and gives him the liver transplant, has the ability to time travel, and he winds up time traveling, doesn't know about it, and then when he gets back, he finds out that about he finds these, I don't know if it's the one that died's family that he finds, or just somebody that knew him. I'm not sure, but it sounds, from what I read, I'm pretty sure that it is, but I could be wrong, so don't quote me. But they're waiting for him to explain it, and he has to decide if he wants to stay in the past with this guy, or get together with the other guy, the brother that's still alive. Yeah, to get with him, So it sounds very powerful, but it definitely has, like, paramoral elements to it, fantasy, But it's also romance. So, yeah, I'm really excited about this one. Like, this one, I took them out, but I think I read like 15, 20 pages. I think I read where he just found out that they have a liver for him. Then we got The Friend Scheme by Cal Dirac. Dirac? I'm not sure. Excuse me. This one I know is like a gangster. I think they're in gangs or something. I'm not really sure. But the fathers, I guess, are in competition or something. I'm not really sure. I could be wrong. But it's like their love story. But I think one is hiding the identity, is hiding who they really are. I'm not really sure. I could be wrong. But it looks like it's going to be interesting. And this one, like I said, is going to be like more violent and stuff because of, you know, that the being a mobster or whatever, or gang, whatever they're in. So it looks interesting. Then we got Malice by Heather Walter. This one is a female-female romance and fantasy, of course, and it's a retelling of Sleeping Beauty, but it's where the she's supposed to be the evil sorceress, and her name's Alice. It's her like telling the story, and she's fallen in love with Aurora, and Aurora is cursed to die when she's 21 because everybody in her line, or in her family, whatever, or lineage, whatever you want to say, lineage, how do you say that word, are destined to die at 21, and she's the only one that's still alive in her family, I guess. And like I said, Alice is starting to fall for her, and she wants to try to find a way to break the curse, and, you know, it's probably, I'm not sure, but I think it feels like it might have like a, like, if she's going to be good or bad, you know, like that kind of thing, element to it. But I know this is another one that Bethany from Beautiful Bookish Bethany really, really loved. I can't remember if she gave it 6 stars, but I know she really liked it a lot. I'm trying to get the... This is the last one on this one, and then we have just 2 more after that. Oh, and I have one on my phone, I think, on my phone, yeah, that I'll be getting on Tuesday. There's already a hard copy of it, but I want the paperback. But anyways, we'll get to that one. The next one is Him by Serena Bowen and Ellie Kennedy. I'm not really sure about this one. I'm trying to remember. I think this is the one that my friend Ashley, Beautiful Bookish Babe. Why did I say Beautiful Bookish Babe? Because I just talked about Beautiful Bookish Bethany, so now I got that on my brain. I meant to say Babe 88, my girl Ashley, Babe 88. Sorry, Ashley, if you watch this video. But I'm thinking this might be one of the books that she gave me. They don't play for the same team, or do they? I think they hooked up one night, and the one guy thinks that he made him like hook up with him. And, you know, it's like that kind of, like, misunderstanding, like, that's what it sounds like it's going to be. And it's like, you know, like, they wind up having to, like, go to the camp together again, like a camp together again. And it might lead to them hooking up some more. So it sounds like, you know, like the one guy doesn't know that the other guy is gay. Or maybe he's not out. I'm not really sure. That's probably why. I'm not positive, though. But I'll just read you a little bit of what it says. It says, Jamie Canning has never been able to figure out how he lost his closest friend. 4 years ago, his tattooed, wisecracking, rule-breaking roommate cut him off without an explanation. So what if things got a little weird on the last night of hockey camp? The summer they were 18. It was just a little drunken foolishness. Nobody died. And then it says, Ryan Wesley's biggest regret is coaxing his very straight friend into a bet that pushed the boundaries of their relationship. Now with their college team set to face off at the national championship, he'll finally get a chance to apologize. But all it takes is one look at his longtime crush, and the ache is stronger than ever. It says, Jamie has waited a long time for answers, but walks away with only more questions. Can one night of sex ruin a friendship? If not, how about 6 more weeks of it? When Wesley turns up to coach alongside Jamie for one more hot summer at camp, Jamie has a few things to discover about his old friend and a big one to learn about himself. So maybe he doesn't realize that he's gay, or maybe he's bisexual. I'm not really sure. We'll find out, I guess, if I get to read it next month. We're almost there. 2 more. We got and then the one that's on my phone, so technically 3 more. Okay. Fragile Remedy by Marie Ingrande Mora. This one is like it's kind of like it seems like it's like there's some kind of a virus or something. I'm not really sure. I'll just read you the whole thing. But I know he's genetically engineered medical surrogate. And his name is Nate. Yeah. Anyways, he was created by Gotham, something like that, city scientists as a cure for the elite from the fatal lung rot. Okay, it's a fatal lung rot that's ravaging the population. It says, as a child, Nate was smuggled out of the laboratory where he was held captive and into the Withers, something like that, a quarantined, lawless region. He managed to survive by becoming a tinker, fixing broken tech in exchange for food or a safe place to sleep. When he meets Reed, a kind and fiercely protective boy who makes his heart race, and his mischievous gang of scavengers, Nate finds the family he's always longed for, even if he can't risk telling them what he is. But Gothos, something like that, created a genetic failsafe in their gems, a flaw in their DNA that causes their health to rapidly deteriorate as they age unless they are regularly dosed with medication controlled by Gothis, how you say it, city. When violence erupts across the Withers, Nate's illegal supply of medication is cut off, and a vicious attack on Reed threatens to expose his secret. It says, with time running out, Nate is left with only 2 options. Work for a shadowy terrorist organization that has the means to keep him alive, or stay and die with the boy he loves. It says, a boy loves boy dystopian fantasy for anyone needing a heartbreaking thrill. And the next one says, a tender story about found family, friendship, and finding out who you are that will break your heart in all the best ways. And the final blurb says, a work of incredible world building, check full of characters with so much heart. So it sounds like it's going to be good and heartbreaking. And last one that's here, and then the one that's going to be on my phone. This one is It Takes Two to Tumble by Cat Sebastian. And this one I know for sure my girl Ashley, Book Babe 88, got it that time. My brain. But anyways, yeah, I know for sure this one she got me. And this one, I think he's like a, is he a, he's the country vicar, something like that. And his name is Ben. What happens is that he's asked to look after this naval captain's 3 wild children because I guess they're always like quitting, like the people that the governess or whatever you want to say that usually watches the kids, they're always quitting. And then we got Philip, who is the dad, and he's just coming back from England. Yeah. And he has to, or he wants to stay gone, but he has to go back. I'm not really sure, but it says, but his children have driven off a succession of governess and tutors, and he must set things right. The unexpected presence of the cheerful, adorable Becker, how do you say it, sets his world on his head, and now he can't seem to live without Ben's winning smile or devastating kisses. It says, in the midst of of runaway children, a plot to blackmail Ben's family, and torturous nights of pleasure. Ben and Philip must decide if a safe life is worth. Sorry, I guess my eyes feels like something's poking it. Let me go back here. Ben and Philip must decide if a safe life is worth losing the one thing that makes them come alive. This is really short, and it looks like it'd be fun. Let me see if I can. Let me get this back on there. Let me unplug it. It's easier. I had it open. The other one I'm getting, I know it's already out in hardback, like I said, but I want to get the paperback, and it comes out on Tuesday. So I want to get The Black Flamingo by Dean Atta. I'm not really too sure what this is about, but I know so many people talk about this and really liked it. And I'll read to you what it says. It says, a fierce coming-of-age verse novel about identity and the power of drag from acclaimed poet and performer Dean Atta. Perfect for the fans of Elizabeth Evita. I forget how you say her last name. I forgot how I say it. Jason Reynolds and Kaysen Callender. Says, Michael is a mixed-race gay teen growing up in London. All his life he navigated what it means to be Greek, I don't know how you say that, and Jamaican, but never quite feeling geek or black enough. It says, as he gets older, Michael coming out is only the start of learning who he is and where he fits in. It says, when he discovers the drag society, he finally finds where he belongs, and the Black Flamingo is born. Told with raw honesty, insights, and lyricism, this debut explores the layers of identity that makes us who we are and allow us to shine. It says, in this uplifting coming-of-age novel told in accessible verse, Atta chronicles the growth and glory of Michael Angeli, something like that, a mixed-race kid from London as he navigates his cultural identity as Cypriot. I'm not sure how you say it. It's Cypriot, and Jamaican, as well as his emergent sexuality. So it sounds like it's going to be a really powerful book. I wanted to show you, of course, the one I'm really, really, really excited about that comes out on the 1st. Let me get this right. Look for this real quick. Here we go. The other one I'm super excited for. I probably won't get this because I'm getting the special edition box, so I'm probably not going to get this until like the middle of the month of June, but I'm looking forward to this one. It's One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston, and if you guys know, my favorite romance book ever is Red, White, and Royal Blue, and that's Casey McQuiston is the one that wrote that one. And this one looks so cute. Like, look at this cover. This one's a female-female romance. So I got another female-female romance I want to read. This one is like a time, like stuck in a loop type of one. I'll read to you what it says. For Chronicle 23-year-old August, moving to New York City is supposed to prove her right. That things like magic and something like that, love stories don't exist, and the only smart way to go through life is alone. She can't imagine how waiting tables at a 24-hour pancake diner and moving in with too many weird roommates could possibly change that. And there's certainly no chance of her subway commute being anything more than a daily trudge through boredom and electrical failures. But then there's this gorgeous girl on the train. Da-da-da-dum. Jane, dazzling, charming, mysterious, impossible Jane. Jane with her rough edges and swoopy hair and soft smile. Showing up in a leather jacket to save August's day when she needs it most. August's subway crush becomes the best part of her day. But pretty soon she discovers there's one big problem. Jane doesn't just look like an old school punk rocker. She's literally displaced in time from the 1970s, and August is going to have to use everything she's tried to leave in her own past to help her. Maybe it's time to start believing in some things after all. Says Casey McQuestion's One Last Stop is a magical, sexy, big-hearted romance where the impossible becomes possible as August does everything in her power to save the girl lost in time. That sounds awesome. I'm so excited. And I know someone gave it that got an early copy, gave it a 4-star, and they said that they actually liked Jane and the other side characters more than they did the main character. But I know other people really love the main character, so it's just going to depend on you. But it looks like it's going to be so much fun. And like I said, that cover, you guys, I love that cover. But, and there's even more books that come out at the first of the month that I want. So we will see how many I get to actually read. But I'm super excited. Let me know if you guys are excited about any LGBTQ plus book that you might be wanting to read next month. And let me know if maybe one of these might have caught your interest. But I also would recommend The House in the Cerulean Sea. Cerulean, how do you say that, sea? By T.J. Klune, of course. Love it, love it, love it. One of my favorite books ever. I would recommend, what else would I recommend? I can't remember it, but it's by T.J. Klune as well, but I can't think of what it's called right now. Let me see if I can find it real quick. This video is already long, so why not make it a little bit longer? Let me just get it on here. I think I went with the wrong way. Oh, here it goes. It's Wolf Song. I don't know why I always forget that name. But it's Wolf Song by, like I said, T.J. Klune. Didn't I say T.J. Klune? Klein. Or Klune. It's K-L-U-N-E. If I read that right. It's kind of hard to... My eyes are kind of... Whoop. But this one I also gave 6 stars when I read it. I still want to get the rest of the series. But this is... Let me show you. I wanted to get it bigger. That's Wolf Song. And there's Oz. I think his name is Oz. And I can't... Joe? I think it's Joe is the other one's called. Ox. Yeah, Ox. Not Oz. I said Oz, didn't I? It's Ox. It says Ox was 12 when his daddy taught him a very valuable lesson. He said that Oz wasn't worth anything and people would never understand him. Then he left. Oz was 16 when he met the boy on the road, the boy who talked and talked and talked. Ox found out later the boy hadn't spoken in almost 2 years before that day, and the boy belonged to a family who had moved into the house at the end of the lane. Ox was 17 when he found out the boy's secret, and it painted the world around him in colors of red and orange and violet, of alpha and beta, how do you say that word, and omega. Ox was 23 when murder came to town and tore a hole in his head and heart. The boy chased after the monster with revenge in his blood eyes, leaving Ox behind to pick up the pieces. It's been 3 years since that fateful day, and the boy is back, except now he's a man, and Ox can no longer ignore the song that howls between them. I know some people have a problem with this book because they were saying, you know, that Ox is so much older than Joe at the beginning, but he never does anything with Joe when Joe was young. So, he don't start even having feelings for him until, or acts on anything until they're old enough, where Joe's old enough. So, yeah. I know people get kind of weird out by that, but since he didn't do nothing with him, it didn't bother me. But I can understand if it might bother you, but I just wanted to throw that out there. But that is it. That's all I'm going to talk about. This is already very long. But like I said, let me know what your plans are for June. Did any of these books sound like something you might want to read? If so, which one? Or have you read any of these? Let me know what your favorite one was if you read any of them. Yeah. And you guys know how it goes. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please think about subscribing. If you do subscribe, hit that bell icon so you'll know whenever a video like this is up for your viewing pleasure. And even if you don't subscribe, please give the video a thumbs up. I would graciously appreciate it. And that is it. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you guys like this video. And until next time, happy reading. I'm so happy that you guys are part of my BookTube family, that you're part of the Chatty Bookworm. I really love and appreciate your guys' the support, the comments that you guys give on the post and everything. So thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much as friends, and I just really, really appreciate you guys all. And I hope you guys all are doing well and are enjoying whatever book you're reading or whatever TV show you might be watching. If you don't read books, but you come on here because you like to hear people talk about books, whatever the case may be. But until next time, I am out of here, and I will talk to you guys then. Bye for now.